We are unknowable, fallen, corrupted, rightly feared. We are ascended.
Welcome back to Total Warhammer 3 and part 24 of our Kholek Suneater SFO Grimhammer campaign. In today's episode, the Tower of Gorgoth here looks like prime real estate for our Dark Fortress, and so we have come to claim it. We have ourselves a pretty nice force here rolling with our Nurglish Lord. We can definitely use for some more Nurgle brandings, but Uncle Frunkel and our Giant here have been putting in some good work. The orcs that are behind the wall, they've got a lot of biggins and some normal orcs and a whole heap of archers, so we've got a lot of greenskins to work through. Let's get to it. We'll also have our Bestigor and other allies showing on up as well. And we'll go ahead and pull them back. Go ahead and send all the lads forward. Pull our friends back a little bit. We'll have you guys go up and start smacking on those gates. Bring some of them nearby. We'll have the spawn do the same thing over here. And then we'll have Uncle Frunkel start moving up with our Ungor archers. We're going to take some damage on the way in. We'll move our sorcerer this direction. Actually, there's a lot more orcs over here. Swing you over this way, then. We'll have our hounds. Let's have them move to attack this gatehouse over here. Then we'll have our cavalry waiting outside to charge through once we do break those gates down. Get you guys up to start throwing those javelins over the wall. And actually, let's go ahead and knock a hole in the wall right here. Get some good damage on those air boys. And then we'll send the infantry through. We'll lock them so they do fight in a single formation, and then we'll charge them in. Let's get the Dragon Ogres also rolling over here. Start chopping through those air boys. And then our Lord will get him into the fight as well. A lot of enemies behind the wall here. Let's go ahead and drop down the Fires of Chaos, see how many we can kill. Black Orcs and the like as well. Bring them forward. Let's bring the Slaughtercade through. 30 seconds till we're able to blast off another hole in the wall there. We'll wait just for a moment. We have impact in the line. Let's go ahead and drop in an Overcast Blight Boil on all of these orcs that are running through. I don't think, even though there are, they're not going to be able to escape. And Disgusting Unleashed. Rips through the orcish lines. Go ahead and activate some of your abilities there, so we're weakening the enemies as much as we can. We'll drop in another Shatterstone, and I think we'll do so over here. This fort wall is pokeable. We'll blast a hole in it, and we'll send Uncle Frunkel through. Pull these javelin men back, and then we'll send in the boys. Uncle Frunkel, and then the Giant as well. Bring him in. I forgot to move him forward. Such is the way. They're almost through that gate. Actually, no, they're not. We'll send them through the breach instead. Spawn can go through that direction. Our Lord is in and amongst. We'll go ahead and give him a bit of a Dark Fortune there. How many of the enemy are about half? We can drop some Chaos Spawn in the middle. Those biggins are not quite half. Almost. Drop down to the old Spirit Leech on this big boss here. It actually reaches, which is perfect. We'll go ahead and blast the Stream of Corruption through as well. So awesome Nurglish spells flying. Also drop down the Toxic Deluge. And with that extra damage, I think we should be able to summon in some spawn. There we go. Right in the middle of their orcish lines. Start ripping apart these archers in the back. All of the Dragon Ogres charging on in as well. Lord's taking a bit of damage here, so we'll go ahead and drop down some heals on him and everyone else. Oh, we can't quite. So you know what? We'll just give him some regenerating flesh. He's got the means. Stream of Corruption is 100% armor piercing, so let's go ahead and bounce it across this line a couple times. Bounce back and rip through. The gates are through. The doggos have emerged. We'll send them on in, start claiming points. They move way fast enough, we should have no trouble. Of one unit go after this leadership point instead. Have you go around to do it, that'd be even better. Spawner in, we'll send them in after these archers. And everyone here, get moving as well.
In Ruination's name.
Get some Bestigors charging on through. Slaughtercade, we'll have them coming on around because there's a lot more maneuverable troops over here. Drop in the Rapier of Ecstasy once more. And we'll definitely drop some Curse of the Leper. Put some armor on the single entities and let that plague spread around. For the Giant, we can kick into Violent Wind. And we can just watch some of the carnage here. All of the armor on these orcs has been reduced. Should be a green Blender now. Everyone is racked with plague. They're putting up as much of a defense as they can. We are losing some spawn, which is kind of how the spawn ended up working. Uncle for Uncle moving on through. You as well. Keep pressuring our way forward. We'll summon in some Sacred as soon as those spawn are a bit weakened. Who is doing nothing? That's unacceptable. Let's move forward and fight these biggins. The Khorne Knights are here as well. We saw them surging on forward there. Actually, we may summon in the Demon Spew over here. We could use a bit of help. Demon Spew arrive, we'll have them charge on into those biggins. Start ripping and tearing. It's nearly claimed. There it goes now. We'll go ahead and grab the guys that are doing nothing and send them up to the next point. Swing back over to Uncle for Uncle here. Let him move in a little bit deeper into enemy lines. Then we'll drop in the Deluge. Get some heals on who we can. Drop another Curse of the Leper here in on these Dragon Ogres who are really deep. Give them some armor and spread some plague. Giant is working his way around the flank here. It's just a huge... who has more mass? And it is definitely not the enemy here. Let's drop the attack on those biggins and keep working. Our archers are having a little bit of struggle here. Let's see if we can pull the Slaughtercade through. It's biggins. We'll pull them back. Let them charge in again. Same thing with these knights. Pull them back.
It is done.
Bestigor, get fighting. Demon Spew, come over here and fight these biggins. Oh, they've got a giant intercepting our hounds. Did not see you, good sir. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Giant. Let's bring you over to this point then, since we have all the speed. Keep that momentum swinging our way. Lord is doing nothing. We'll bring him in over here after these trolls. Kick in the Rapier of Ecstasy once more there. Activate our Chaotic Roar. Get on it a little bit deeper, then we'll kick in the Violent Wind once more. Do another Curse of the Leper, spread some more plague. Keep armor on those Dragon Ogres. All working. Activate the Violent Wind in here. Good ol' Explosion. Alright, bring the Slaughtercade away. They are getting smushed up there by that amount of enemies.
Rage and fury.
I have to leave them in fighting for a while. Slaughtercade, you guys pull through.
Northmen.
You guys stick in and keep fighting. They're capturing that point. This one's about to go... Oh, this one is already ours. Bring you on over and charge into the back of those orc boys then. Most of these fools are retreating. Come on in and claim this point. As soon as we activated actually the attack order, they all ran for the hills. Bring you guys forward and claim that point. Actually, we'll bring you around as well. Perfect. Slaughtercade, come on around to this way.
Destruction.
smash in behind. Not really concerned with claiming your final point there. We will just keep moving around. I mean this one. Go get that one. Sounds perfect. Everyone over here is defeated. Let's bring the blob around. We have some of our lads retreating, which we will remember forever. Best Gore doing work, though. Slaughtercade's pulling around. They've got 2 chariots left. Very lackluster charge, but they'll start ripping into this back line here. With double charge bonus, that should have been around 210 charge. Here come the hounds. We'll turn some of these spawn around. Get our lord dealing with them as well. Drop a single stream of corruption. Should be able to blast it through the line. Bounce back nicely, and then he charges in and finishes the job. I should terrify both of those groups off. Keep you guys moving. There's pretty much just these rando units left. We just have to wait for them to break leadership. Bring you guys forward. Our hounds are claiming that final point there. I think this is only a matter of time before victory falls to us. We'll speed things on up and let that happen. I assume this giant will get close and then he'll just break and run. Oh, we'll just claim the point then. And I will catch you all back to the campaign map. Oh, there's the victory. That works even better. A marvelous victory. We managed to save a good deal of our foot soldiers there, except for the Demon Spew. The original Demon Spew took a lot of damage, but we'll take it. The Gorgoth Tower, we'll go ahead and... Emmerich is right here, so we won't sack it. We'll just go ahead and occupy as is. That way we can kind of keep the tower at current level. It is tier 3, which is not bad. You can go ahead and throw in some haunted tower walls in there, and then I'm happy to go ahead and add the old raid trophies. Give us a bit more faction loot. And then we can throw in... Looks like not a lot else. We'll go ahead and grab the corpse mound just for the overall replenishment rate. Get hacked by, I'll move it on up as fast as we can here. Keep him in channeling stance too. That will hopefully speed us along faster towards getting access to the Nurglish Mark troops. We are 5 turns away from that. Got 16 gold left. We've got to kind of see what Emmerich's up to. Probably going to be claiming the Demon Stump. Not really concerned by that at all. Any other lords that need moving? I'd like to get Slithak closer to the Granite Spike, but I'm also happy just to keep raiding, using him as an income generator. Army's not quite strong enough to take the Granite Spikes as is, so we'll just leave them there. Our new Shooting Gun Lord is over here as well. We're going to bring her down and actually learn that they can be in the summoning stance as well, so overall increasing our research rate. We'll bring them with Shark's Black Bog as a Cathayan Greenskin duo to bring down the Celestial Monastery and hopefully then subjugate Clan Eshin. Eliminating one of our main thorns in our side, we can focus fully on Lokir, who is wiggling around on his little merworm there. Skip on through. We don't care about rebellions. It's just the peasants bringing us their things. Okay, yeah, they're going for the easy target over there with the Demon Stump. This ugly fella is going to fall. Ooh, the Knights of Kalador almost took no damage there. I think it's going to be a nasty fight once we do end up having to throw down.
I am the Tempest.
Grimgor would really like peace now, probably. And actually, I'm keen on that. He's got some shiny stuff for me. 7,000 gold. Are you willing to offer me any more? He's literally giving me everything he can. Fair enough then, dude. All the gold will take your lands, and you can help us beat back Emmerich. Our turn once more. Pomei is under siege. Or maybe we just keep... He seems to be farming our own peasants with us. This is a team, Sush Black, the Blood Drinker, and I. Fair enough. Take the win. Take the increased relations with the a beastman as well, and then we'll sacrifice those captives. Perfect. Surrender imminent. Volksgrad is about to surrender. I mean, that's fine. If they'd like to surrender, they can. I'm only using that as a bit of a barrier for a moment. Grigor is sitting there raiding away. It's fine by me. Some more rebellion's about to kick off. We'll go ahead and have Village charge on in here to the Temple of Heimkel. Scoot a little bit ahead, though, just to see Katerin is nearby. Don't see her. The ambush kicks off. Gives us a decisive victory here. I actually think we're going to want to probably fight this one, just because I do not trust how many casualties we're going to take. And the Katerin's nearby, and so is Kostaltyn. We want to be very, very careful with this. So let's charge on in. Alright. Let's start our deployment. We have a very wide area to attack from over here, and actually gives the enemy a good area to kind of spread out in, though. I'd like to get as many of them bogged down as we can in one spot. Armored KOSSARS are fairly tanky, but we have really nasty Forsaken of Siege here. So I think they'll rip right through any kind of defenses. We just need to find the best place to attack from, which actually may be here, so we can threaten 3 or 4 different paths all at once. Let's have all of our Forsaken in one spot. We can kind of split them up later on. Group, and then we'll have the Spears on one side, Severed Claw holding the middle, and the Halberdiers on one. These guys are going to get turned into Chosen with Halberdiers on both ends there, and then we'll probably have a center line of either Spawn or Forsaken and Spawn blended. Then the Aspiring Champs holding the center.
We are the cunning.
These guys in Group 1. We can split them up later on. Chaos Knights. Let's go ahead and have you guys threatening this angle and going around if we want. We'll have the Doom Knights rolling in the center there. They can fly over and jump on the Boyar. And any of the archers that are further back. We'll have Village and the Corn Lord in the front there. Marauder Horsemen I'm going to have over here. Pull away a little bit because those Kossar arrows actually have some decent range. All of our cavalry, I'm going to consider the Golden Griffin cavalry. And then Dragon Ogres. I like having them rolling with trolls, so we'll do the trolls up front, Dragon Ogres slightly behind. They're armored and they regenerate better. For individual teams, group them as one, group these guys all as one, and they'll have the weird spawn rolling with a Village as a bodyguard. Looks pretty good. Let's assault the city. Alright, we're gonna have to just send those Gore in first. Ungor also just send them up, start firing on those Kossar spears, and then we'll go from there. That is a tier 3 tower, gonna be pretty nasty.
Instruments of deception.
Have these 3. You charge down the center, you go up this direction, and we'll have you go with them. Village, you go straight down the middle. Now these 3 all work together this way. Watch out for the lightning. But that first group is going to happily take the damage for us. We'll kick these Doom Knights and you out, and you guys can kind of charge in together. Smashing in this front line of armored Kossars there. Bring you guys all the way around. We need the very clumped up groups of Kislevites. Let's go ahead and hit them with some fire. Almost hit both of these lines here. Fine by me. We'll have you guys start moving in. See if we can find that Boyar. He's in the center. Go get him. Give him a hug. Go ahead and drop down some of this as well, since they're about to be engaged by some magical attack units. Drop down the treason. It only costs a single wind of magic. We're ripping through those Kossars. Bring the Chaos Knights this way. Looks like they could use some help. Forsaken are taking a lot of damage. You swing on around, and you, as you fly through, drop down Guinness Golden Hounds and let it start frolicking away through those Kossars. Weird spawn. I realize I left you back in the back, so we'll send you up this direction. Have more than enough bodies there. Pink fire to rip through these Kossars. Knights come back just a little ways here, and then bring ruin indeed. From over the top, we'll have the trolls try to bash through. and then just charge it on top. Boyar versus the Golden Griffin is in full swing now. That should be an easy win for us. Any other blocks of units for us to delete here? Not quite. Actually, let's go ahead and drop in the Forsaken here as soon as we can. Come on, guys, keep working together. Cannot stop, otherwise you're going to get shot to death. Send him all the way through. Go ahead and summon in some spawn over here. Which we really need them. That is the question. We'll summon in the spawn here. Then everyone can just kind of rush in on these armored KOSSARS together. Drop in the Infernal Gateway. He is still not even lost his barrier. Amazing. Here in a moment, we'll come on over and give his heals to these guys. Pistol Light Lightning is really a strange effect there. Alright, you guys come on through. Hit these guys. We'll bring our Javelin Cavalry over the top here and in to claim this last point. Sounds good to me. Throw out some blue fire. Now it's not going to hit anyone at all. These KOSSARS are eliminated. Could have probably planned our attack a smidge better. You get on through. There's no reason for you to be stuck here.
Mutation is a gift.
And we'll give Kislevites the honor of the fact that they fight forever. For their blessed motherland. Go ahead and drop in some Demon Spew on this side and just send them through. Troll, come on in and help. We swarm in, and that should be an easy victory there. We'll have you guys go around and claim a point since you're invisible. Lord falls is the only way. We'll have you come on over and do some healing. These lads over here could use some of Thinch's mini gifts. Knights, come on over as one. And we will eliminate Kislev together. Get some good shots with the Warp Flame there, those KOSSARS. Slow it on down, we're getting shot at. Looks like a lot of these guys I gave an order to didn't actually deliver. Drop some metal down. Put some free damage, but healed some lads up. Easily defeat that group. Bring you over, start firing your arrows. The leadership point is ours, and that's the victory. Wonderful. Another bit of Kislev falls, even though this looks like CATHAY for some reason. Marvelous victory, and actually, see, hey, take notes. This is what a strong garrison looked like. I always have a good time fighting the garrison battles with SFO. They're not insane armies, but they're chunky enough to pose a bit of at least a little bit of resistance for all of your murderous boys. 107 kills going to these. Looks like the golden sword is going to be for the Golden Griffin, though, with all of his bound spells. Village could have probably gotten a lot more if we were being a bit more cautious with him, but an easy win. We only lost 10. Yeah, I think because they are gone forever, we're not going to be able to gift this to these vassals, which is really sad. The the recruit defeated legendary lords mod does kind of work against the vassals and the ultimate crisis. So anyone who is vassalized or confederated, which it was what it considers through that mode, doesn't come back. So unfortunate. We will stack the settlement though. Get ourselves a talisman of endurance and 1,000 experience. We'll come on back and actually claim the temple.
Occupy.
Indeed. I'm assuming that Katarina is either here or up north in the Frozen Landing. If she's nearby in ambush stance, we're actually still doing fine. I would have loved for these guys to hit rank 5 this turn, but it is not going to be the way. These dudes have to get up to the gold chevron tier 2 in order to actually upgrade them, so we'll get there slowly. Twist of Fate, thou know. We could get more replenishment rate for all of our Forsaken. We have a ton of them. And drop that upkeep. Let's go for that one. An additional 10% upkeep drop sounds very nice. Alright. Actually, Bok's armies are starting to come together a little bit better now, which is lovely to see. Pair up both of those and then throw in the loot heap here at Karak Flag. Keep that post-battle loot flowing. Manbane here will have no luck defeating Zarnagrund. I cannot wait for the Chaos Dwarves to show up. It's going to be much, much more deadly here for all of the factions nearby with Zarnagrund here. In fact, I see Imrik start becoming much worse. He's going to struggle immensely against the Dabizar. Have Herald, though. Figure out where to go with you. Get charged right on across to Mount Silverspear. That puts us in a lot closer contact with all of the Order factions over here. Probably a good idea to kind of keep defeating these guys in the wastes. Maybe claim this Dark Fortress down here. And let Kholek come on in and deal with anyone that's kind of permeating through. So Kholek's coming through the mountains. We're having him raid his way through. We're going to have him claim the Maw Gate. Looks like we would have to fully colonize it, which is fine. It's just we don't want to colonize as Chaos.
Bring the storm.
Either way, this belongs to us now. Yeah, we'll take the spices. It increases our trolls and manticore.
Dominance.
Build that up. It's gonna cost a lot of our gold. So that's fine. Kholek's got himself a new Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. You can kind of see the difference in melee stats of the brand new one and one that is maximum tier. Or almost max tier. What a huge difference, honestly. Our warriors are getting there as well. And tell Griebit's bootlicker to leave. Our Shogun Gun would probably struggle against him pretty hard, though. Lots of orcs. Lots of orcs with bonus versus large missiles, too. Tell him to leave, we'll have Urgarl. Keep on moving. Ever Chosen is one turn from rejoining us here. We're also going to keep him in that stance. Move up to the Baleful Hills here. You could honestly move him over to bring down Griebit's bootlicker before he causes any problems, but I'm also not all that concerned by him. If I need to, we can probably bring him down with the port here.
Natural authority.
Let them replenish up just a smidge before we try so.
There's wisdom.
Yep, looks like Zhao Ming has landed on Dark Elf Shores. He's going after the Bridge of Heaven first. Even though I gave him the attack order to go after Shilong, he is ignoring me. Right, let's go after the Celestial Monastery next. I'm assuming there's probably a Lord nearby. Let's have our orcs go take a look. Looks like just Glen Eshin. We'll surround. We'll bring the Cathayans over and we'll have a romping. We'll let this one go to the auto-resolve because that should be more than enough to switch it to a decisive victory. Yes, indeed. They've even slaughtered captives, so they're even more resilient. Auto-resolve that up. We just lose the Biggins and the Savage Orcs there. Since they're not my armies, I really don't care. We'll claim it, and then we will happily sack and then subjugate.
Power in the blood.
Ruin their settlement as much as we can, and then Glen Eshin belongs to us now. They made themselves an army, led by Ognag. Beautiful. Let's get you moving. Looks like Lokir is going to kind of keep chasing us around. He doesn't want to fight any of our small settlements. Not really worth it. Love to get out and crush some of these Black Arts. He's by himself. No. And while, yes, he's going to be an absolute nightmare, that's what these armies are for. Let's have you go chase down Admiral Curl here. I don't think Lokir can reach us, and if he can, we're in really big trouble. At least that army is. We'll have the Dragon-Blooded stay here in the summoning stance and threaten over from this direction. We need to start eliminating some of these admirals here. We've got a lot of Black Orcs sailing around. Alright, Herald. Bring you on over to engage with Imrik then. So all they're going to see is we just claimed the Tower of Gorgoth and now we're hiding, so let's go ahead and drop into ambush stance. Seal your foul odors. Not going to be very easy for Uncle here. He's a big old stanky boy. 4 more turns before we can start marking those guys for Nurgle, and I'm very excited.
I will
Hutang, I kind of want to send you out against these Works just to see if you survive.
Celestial ancestors.
Seems a waste to have you doing nothing. Let's come on out of the settlement. Well, if those orcs cause anything, we immediately lose it, don't we? So let's go ahead and stay where we are for Tutang for now. Ying, though. This admiral's trying to follow us around and leave. Make sure that those Druki have plenty of ability to fight. We may just keep pushing her south. Fuchao is how well defended. Decently well so. We may just have her start raiding. Just keep moving through their territory, making us gold. Spreading disorder. Keep on attacking Li Zhu down here. Riches for the dark gods indeed. Slith Ek is still raiding. And actually, now that we are at peace with Grimgor, raiding is in really poor taste, isn't it? Excellent, let's keep doing it. Trespassing will have diplomatic repercussions. Oh no. We'll move him through so we can maybe attack deeper in their territory and start up a pocket of resistance later on. We've got 6,000 gold, let's see if we can spend it. Maybe not on the Great Bastion. I am happy to... Bloodwind Keep is almost upgraded there. Fortress of Eyes could go up to another tier. Okay, we'll do some saving of gold then. How many heroes are we allowed? 3 exalted heroes and then 5 sorcerers. So I think we want a sorcerer over here in this guy's army. We're able to build any of those nearby. Doesn't actually look like it. So what we'll do instead, I did just say we're going to save money. Let's grab the Vassal Emissary. That control is very important.
A laughable idea.
And then we'll go ahead and turn over here by Herald.
I have bathed in lightning.
Ugath is again deciding,
I am energized.
what do you want? Join our war against Grimgor Ardboys for 1,500. We'll see. We have kept a very high reliability, although, even though we've been smashing the world, so we're gonna decline there, bud. Go ahead and try to give the eye rot. Atarin is coming on over, and she's bringing Kastalton as well. This is a Pyrrhic victory where we lose a lot of troops. I think we are being... yeah, Auto Resolve's being very generous to us right now. We would lose this fight 100%. Wow, that's a tough army. Unfortunate for you, isn't it? The village is happy to sacrifice some of his troops. We will gladly claim those souls, the death of the Zarina, and we'll sacrifice the captives so we can rebuild our army. Village of the Moon is under attack. Alright, Lokir. Claim your village. Skaven rebels have attacked the Jade Wind Mountain, and because they're Skaven, they lose. That's unfortunate. We'll happily sacrifice those captives. And the turn is again ours. Many enemies there, definitely cheesed the Serena. We gain more movement range, frostbite attacks, which is removed. What that means? And then, so if someone else has frostbite attacks, you get rid of them? Perhaps? And then causes terror when fighting against Kislev. All units in the army, and then defeating Kastalton gives us flaming attacks, which I believe he already had, and then leadership +6 when in own territory, which we will never be. Settlement's sacked. Archaon's back. Whole bunch of rebellions are about to kick off, and we gained ourselves a Beast Tamer. Alright. A healthy dosage of cheese for the Kislevites there. Real unfortunate for them. We lost a lot, but it's enough stuff that I was happily willing to sacrifice. Let's grab more javelins then. Some more marauders to warp into Forsaken. We lose the Dragon Ogres as well. We might have lost a unit of our Dragon Ogres. Not something I really wanted, but we'll make do. I think in order to make do, we may grab one of these giants just as a large unit. For now, we'll recruit these guys up and then just mark them for each here. All normal Marauders of Tzeentch. And then have you guys become Javelin Marauders of Tzeentch. Perfect. They'll rank up in no time. We just need some more Dragon Ogres to fit on in the army there. Actually, we may just give him the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth when it's ready. Should just be a single turn. Kholek is pleased with Village's progress.
The Twisted Twin.
Okay, Barbarous, we can make you tough as nails, give him a little bit more hit points. Intimidating hero. Some weapon strength for all units, rank 7 and above, which is pretty good. Armor-piercing weapon damage when defending. Experience gain per turn for own armies, faction-wide. That has been changed. Really good skills over here, but I think we want to make him a little bit harder to hit. He's got really low melee defense. Or we just go all in on that melee attack. We'll grab the toughest nails for now. We'll grab Blade Master, toughest nails, and then we'll start working down his melee line. For Prince Augrax here. His chalice has been filled as well. We'll go ahead and also make you toughest nails. That's a little bit of health. And if anything funky happens to him, he'll be back in the fight in no time. Surprisingly, they decided not to claim Volksgrad. I'm not going to repair it, but we will push up north here. Or do we drive in towards Prague now that they're pretty well weakened? Prague counts as a dark fortress, and so does the Tower of Krak, not Kislev or Erengrad. Okay, we'll keep in mind then. Really sad, those Spearman Marauders are almost to where they were going to be promoted. So let's go ahead and make you guys spears. I gave you the wrong weapon there. Spears for you, just for the anti-large. Then we'll push on forward here. No reason to wait.
Tommen, get me to a warmer place.
I think we might go ahead and encamp, though. Come on into their territory. Just so we can attack the Frozen Landing next turn. I'd really like to hand off these territories to a vassal, but sadly, that's not going to be the case. Sarl are gone, too, so we're going to have to break Kislev and make them our vassal instead. I think the Ropsman clan are going to be perfect for doing so. We might want to let them claim Volksgrad here and then attack Prague, because otherwise they will only have this one, and that belongs to me. Yeah, we'll let ourselves replenish for a single turn there, and then we'll rush on across the border. Swing on over to some of our major settlements. I know some of these can be upgraded. Fortress of Eyes can go up to a tier 4. Make sure that the challenge stone is not able to go up to tier 5 just yet. 15 more turns on that one. We will get there very slowly. Tier 4 for you, it is then. Upgrade the Vassal Emissary over here as well, giving you a little bit more gold a turn. We'll also give us more income from vassals by 5%, also not a bad idea. Gates have not been threatened since the very beginning of the game, which is very lucky. Let's bring on Archaon then. He's down here with Igarl.
For chaos.
We'll move as far as we can, and then we'll bring Archaon then from there. Let's come on up to the Baleful Hills.
The gods direct me.
Then we'll bring on in the Everchosen. Kick you on out, and go find Archaon, who I thought was near the bottom. There he is. Welcome back. Hopefully we can do some work with you this time. Got no gold. We probably should have used that, giving him some aspiring champions. We have time next turn here.
No.
Blood Scourge can make it all the way over to us.
Never.
I don't see multiple armies, so it would just be the one fighting the Everchosen, so that we can deal with. Chosen of the Gods gives him 7% in hit points, defense, and weapon strength. Fistforge armor. Chosen ones. We don't have a lot of Chosen just yet. Or Knights. Hero capacity and rank for Exalted Heroes is probably not a bad idea, though. Lots of tough calls here. You could also just go for Wound Maker and make him even crazier. Yeah, we may just go for some distinguished champions. Ascension to Demonhood gives him authority +1 to all of the authorities. Then Lord of the End Times. Tough call. Let's go for Distinguished Champion so we can get an additional Hateful Boy in. Don't know where we can actually recruit him from. We'll have to go ahead and take a look. I think they are recruitable through one of the buildings. Not this one. I don't believe it is. Exalted Hero, no building. We need a Fighter's Lodge, or what was it, the other? Just a Fighter's Lodge. Fair enough. Okay, so we'll have to summon him in from up here in the north then. Move him through the lands, which is unfortunate. We'll have to get some more Fighter's Lodges up close. Rank 5 when he comes on in. We just don't have the gold for it. Alright, Kholek, after your time wasted sitting there, let's go ahead and charge on over to the Great Hall of Greasus. Can't come on down here, otherwise I would. Just come on, charge on in. Just a single Gorstian wizard. Or vampires. We come for thee. We will sack the settlement. I'm just in it for the experience. We can't move from there. That's unfortunate. We've made a bit of a mistake. We're going to take a lot of attrition. Really unfortunate. Is there a way to get out of taking attrition? Looks like no. Only way we take damage. Fair enough. Bit of gold from that experience. We'll get Herald then. Staying in ambush stance and kind of seeing if we can lure Imric out. If he's going way up north here, we will have to deal with that. I don't think the garrison can hold against Imric.
Lord of Blight.
Threaten his lands then. Come on down here.
Move, warriors.
Jump into raiding stance and come right across the border.
Without mercy.
Start making it some gold. Stop replenishing, but I think we'll be fine. 3 more turns. You're getting there.
Windshaper.
Alright, Tutang. Looks like Grievous is just going to hang out and raid. Not what we like to see. We'll deal with that in a moment then.
The dragon
Ying, we'll have you keep moving. Down into Fuchao.
my calling.
At least into Liju down here. You're being chased around and they're not doing anything actually important, which is very nice.
Child of the Nine.
Mei Yi. Bring you. Probably not to bear against Lokir. He's got quite the force here of Black Ark Corsairs. No mercy. So as long as they're winning combat.
Offspring of dragons.
Okay, well, we'll jump her into an ambush then. See if we can't
Be as night wind. Spread the Emperor's word.
blast Lokir back to the Spirit Realm with cannons from
Dragon's
R.
blood runs through my
She's fine where she's at. See if he wants to come on over and attack the Celestial Monastery. You cannot reach either of the Black Arcs. And they're both recruiting now. So be it. We've got to get into a fight with them. No one else really can move. Went over to Village then.
Village.
Give him his Greater Arcane Conduit.
More boons.
More boons indeed. Tang is doing nothing. Slithek is also doing nothing. You're just going to keep raiding. Keep stealing from Grimgor.
Takagu.
More gold from him over here. I'd actually like to take her out to the water as well and start fighting the Black Arcs, but I don't think it's going to work out like that.
A thoughtful.
Swing over this way, see if we can catch him in an ambush, and if not, so be it. We're up to 47 or so minutes on this episode. We'll have Wintertooth join us the old-fashioned way. Troll King does listen. Welcome, sir. 13,000 gold. Okay.
I can.
You also want to become a defensive alliance? That we can do. How much more gold you willing to give me? 3,000? Sure.
I will.
Raiding the First National Bank of Throg here. And a military alliance. How much gold for that? Perfect.
Excellent.
He's only fighting with the Border Princes, Ropsman Clan, Reichland, the Golden Order, and the Ice Court. Sounds good to me. USAC have another mission. Take a mission to kill Grigor. Sounds good. Their army full of KOSSARS. Not really anything useful. Northern provinces have another army full of cannons, though. Not bad one. I'd like them to move it a little bit further south before we steal any of their armies. Gragas is putting together... It's not a crack team. It's not even really a team. This one's not bad. Rain guns and fire rain rockets with the Terracotta Sentinel. Yeah. This one's really strong. Let's let them move south a little bit further, and then we'll take over from there. Because I don't trust the AI. Dim Suns, do you have another army? Herc, not so much. The Cool aren't actually fielding anyone large enough for me to steal. Okay, well, we'll get there. Lads are doing alright. We have 20,000 gold. That's some money to spend.
It shall be.
Alright, well, let me run around and spend some gold, but that is going to be all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub thone, and I will see you on the next one.